Hey Pastulio, just wanted to say thanks for the apology, sorry for the misunderstanding, now I know you weren't trying to be condescending, everything's good. But continuing our conversation, I do actually think that skills transfer over between the examples that I've said. Like I said in this response, I came into fighting games from chess, and I do think that my chess skills did transfer over. They help me predict what my opponent is going to do, and they even give me a general feeling of spacing. I think that chess genuinely helped me with footsies. And similarly, when I go to fighting game majors and tournaments, there are people playing things like competitive Tetris, or Windjammers, or even chess. And I could look at that in one of two ways. I could say, okay, we're at a fighting game event, and also we're just playing these other games for no good reason, they're totally separate. Or I could say there is something that fundamentally links these other games that people are playing and the fighting games that we are all here for. And I would say that there are a lot of games that don't fall under my definition. Like you brought up racing games. I don't think they do because, once again, that's two people proving that they can fight against the game. The game is the track more than each other. Racing is kind of like competitive speedrunning, which isn't quite the same as a fighting game. There are similarities, though. There are a lot of fighting gamers that are speedrunners. But like chess, and remember I specifically said speed chess feels like a fighting game because there's so much out-thinking and there's so much out-positioning. Without the timer element, without the speed element, I would actually say that there probably isn't a fighting game. It's something different. But with the speed element, yeah, sometimes you mash and you get into a victory. You just move something because you have to. Fighting game skills don't transfer into StarCraft when there's, the economy in it and stuff like that. But in StarCraft mods where the only thing you're doing is microing units versus units, yeah, fighting game skills do carry over. All this originally came from the question of, is Smash a fighting game? And the whole point is, if you set it up correctly, yes, it's a fighting game. And if you set it up differently, it's a party game. And you said you could do this with just about any game, and yeah, I'd agree. You can set up certain games to be more like fighting games, and you could set up certain games to be more like other games. So when I see FGC TikTok playing Lethal League and saying it's a traditional fighting game for FGC TikTok, or when I see Catherine being run at CEO and them calling it everyone's favorite puzzle fighting game, I believe that that's the case because they're playing it because it feels like a fighting game. They set it up so that it feels like a fighting game. And I think that's what my opinion comes down to. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a fighting game, and Tetris and chess are doing some quacking.